Well, hello there, everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Geeks Assembled. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share this video because we are talking today as part of the audio heads because that's us. We are audio heads. We enjoy our audios. And this week we've re-listened to Torchwood's Aliens Among Us Volume 2. And this is a really interesting group of stories, really basically surrounding the government and the Bay apartment complexes and high-rise, beautiful buildings around Cardiff Bay. And I just gotta tell you, there is some steamy stuff. I mean, the first one's called Love Rat. And so Lee's here joining me. What is your opening thoughts on Aliens Among Us 2?
Well, yeah, as we did Aliens Among Us one maybe a year or 2 year ago, and this box set is a continuation of that story of the Sorvix invasion. Um, yeah, four different types of storytelling. All the connection is of the political side of the mayor,
Uh-huh.
controlling the city. And the mayor knows a bit more than she's letting on. Um, and then you've got the team of the Torchwood team of Gwen, Mr. Colchester, Jack, Orr, and on and off Tyler.
Uh-huh.
Um, oh, and of course you can't forget Andy, P- PC Andy Davis. Um, but yeah, a great set. Um, and they say, well, luckily this is before the big finish sort of dumped on John Barrowman. So he is in this he is in this story apart, being one full story, a little
Yeah,
cam a little cameo in one, and so it's not in the full set.
right.
I don't mind that because it concentrates on the other characters in the team as well. So and you get the return of Billis, Billis Major from the TV series, played by what's his name? It's he recently passed away, didn't he? What's his name? Murray Melvin.
Alvin.
Yeah, Murray. Yeah, to return from his TV character to play this really creepy caretaker of the apartments. Um, but also as well, he does return in Fair for Rodeos as well, does Billis. So
Uh-huh.
great character, really played
Yeah.
well. Um, yeah, great set. As I say, you Captain Jack's main and in the first one, and then you say you've got Billis and Mr. Colchester's husband in the second one. Third one is Tyler um, trying to figure out what's going on with this company, this courier company, and and then the third one is poor old Andy, sort of framed for killing a refugee, which he doesn't know anything about. Great set. But it's all connected in the long storyline of the three box sets of Aliens Among Us. So, but that's my opening thoughts anyway, Susan. Back to you.
Yeah, the alien presences are have basically come in, and there are two that are, one is like on involved in a small rodent thing, and it's a thing kind of like toxoplasmosis is for cats, only it's a thing in the gut the rodent that starts turning out it turns out a couple of hormones that are very, very strong and basically like they turn on the person's food and sex drive, which I think are, I do believe that that's scientifically accurate, that those two drives are absolutely 100% interstitched in there somewhere. And yeah, so it was interesting, that bit of science. And then there was the high-rise glass building with the gorgeous view, and everybody wants it, and everybody's trying to move in there. And the only trouble is the only way you get in is if somebody else is bumped off, and the only way that you can prove yourself is kind of bumping those people off. So like that, that was it was Paradise Towers.
Yeah.
It was like a reduct. That was my thought. I was like having this like Mel and Sixie thing happen in my head really big time, and the older ladies and it was right there. That was just all except for the pool on the top floor, but it was the greatest thing. And the other thing was the 0 hour was like the phone app was actually generating a program on the ground and in the lines of the city of Cardiff, opening and closing doors and rifts and things, and any and but in this process, like this thing like Kerblam, this thing like this thing called deliverables, basically like an Amazon or a Grubhub, or we got Grubhub, we got Slice, we got a bunch of like these little apps that bring you your food. DoorDash. Let's see, what are the other ones that yeah. So those and the restaurants actually have them too. And then there's the ones downtown which are on bicycles, but and on scooters. But this one seemed to be just on foot, primarily on foot, or if it's in a car, they would tell you to drive somewhere and then park, and then it would give you step by step instructions. So like that was really interesting. But the fact that every single person who wanted a job could work the job because the job was the job was the
Was
thing.
the
And it reminded me of kind of this thing that I remember seeing and having this mind space thing of reading in Terry Pratchett's book about creating a computer program with white and black cards, and then the clocks also in those stories. So that aspect, and the aspect that this is like that these things have sort of come out of the Royal Mail and out of the U.S. Postal Service and out of the postal services of everywhere. That to me was a really interesting sort of like, geeky dive that I did. I was like, you know, it used to take a long, long, long time to get news back and forth across the pond and across the mountain ranges in these huge countries and stuff. And like they're just these challenges were real, but then there were people like in Marathon and in the American Revolution, there was the Midnight Ride of Paul Revere saying the British are coming, the British are coming. But the interesting thing is that these have a way. They had a way of like turning something in the what did they call it? The quantum universe, and
Hmm.
that was the fun thing. So they they challenged me a lot, and Empty Hand was so sad because it's very very timely for what's up here in Minneapolis. We got a bunch of ICE people running around killing people who are just here for asylum and refugees and stuff, and it's just freaking evil. And I know that we don't have aliens, but they all are infected with some sort of alien gross bug. I mean, that's the only, it seems like that would be the only way that you could seriously convince yourself to go out and kidnap 5 year olds and teachers and kill VA nurses, kill women driving their kids to school in a snowy part of America. Just, you know, it's like Fargo gone really fucking weird. Like gone state sponsored Fargo. Anyway, all of that to be said, this everything about this really had like these points of really interesting stuff happening. And I really enjoyed it. It was written They were written by Christopher Cooper, Mac Rogers, Janine H. Jones, and Tim Foley, and directed by Scott Hancock. Really amazing stories, and so I didn't give you any of the plot points really. I just went on my little geeky dives. What about you? Do you have geeky dives or plot points that you want to talk about?
Um, well, say the first story, Love Rat, where we to begins with Jack is in a seedy hotel room and he's killed by his sex partner, old Duncan, who and all of a sudden later on he wakes up on the mortician slab as Captain Jack does with and then of course Captain Jack's and his libido never stops because they're in the in the mortician's lap he beds Tala, and then later on he beds Gwyn, and then um,
Bloody.
and then of course the
And
fan.
so with a character like that, here's me just putting this in here, sprinkling this in here for fans of John Barrowman. Um, really, with a character when you're playing a character like that, are you supposed to be super icy cold and removed sexually when you're playing a character who fucks somebody on a in a more
And then
gritty? Oh my god.
it turns out that they're infected with this from this small creature. So it's like it's a sort of story about STD, isn't it? That's what it is. Um, and then and then you say you got the second story, A Kill to a View. I see what you did there. A Kill to a View with the return of Billis Major,
Uh-huh.
um, and you've got Colin played brilliantly by Ramon Tickerum of Mr. Colchester's husband. And this one, you you just sense his vulnerability. He feels safe after the alien invasion in the first box set. He feels safe just staying in his apartment, and it turns out he's not safe, not in the apartment, because you've got all these crazy tenants who want that apartment, and of course Duncan's in that apartment as well from the first story. Um, but it's all been controlled by Billis.
Uh-huh.
Is
And it's funny where they built that unit, that
mm,
that 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 glass high rise.
On a rift.
No, they built it right over the theater, the dance hall that Billis was running in the past.
Yeah. But it's all to do with the rift. Um, and then so the next episode, zero hour, Johnny Green coming in his element as Tyler. I mean, Tyler is a great character in these book sets, and the way he goes down that path of being controlled by the company through the headphones, um, just moving packages, picking up packages, moving packages, filling bags of sand, and then but all because he sort of fancied the person he saw across the street doing the deliveries. And who was that? Who was the actor who played? Shall I tell you when I can
Yeah,
find him? It was. Where are we? Uh, who played Hassan? It was Sasha Dhawan. Who, if you're a follower of Doctor Who, you know that he
oh my
became,
gosh, you're right.
became the Master. Um, so he that character Tyler was falling in love with, but
Uh-huh.
then also the company sort of took over his thoughts, and Hassan didn't meet his progress with the company, and he disappears. And then it turns out all this sand, what they're filling, is really ash. And you put two and two together, that's where all the workers go. And then the final one, as you say, the empty hand. When I was re-listening to it, I was thinking very, as you've mentioned, very, very apt. When I was, thinking, wow, just in the news during the week, and then I'm listening to this, and it's it does hit. It does hit. Yeah, I mean, and this is fiction. But what's happening over there is fiction gone bad and turned to bad reality. Um, but so close to the writing of this, and what the effects of refugees being attacked and killed. It was a hard listen, that one, but great performances from all involved. But yeah, it's a great box set. I mean, what do you think of any of them, Susan?
Okay, well, I hadn't really clued into the fact that Hassan was Sasha Dhawan. I missed that. I completely missed that. So now I'm like, holy shit, that was really cool. The other thing was the program that they were running to open the rift was that was really a really dynamic sort of a really dynamic sort of thing. I just it was hard for me to understand though what the actual why did you need an actual deliverable?
Yeah,
I mean, when he went into okay, this is one of those moments that I was like, this sort of opened what I don't know, maybe like a plot hole kind of thing, but like it was. My question was, why did they need to drop off these ancient or these pizza boxes and these other boxes in this one hallway and just leave them, and there was nothing happening there.
it was all for me. It was all about
I
control.
mean, why did they even need to have the actual items? I mean, that to me was like the question, because I mean, there is a lot of there was a lot of energy about things, you know, people moving around a city, just delivering like a word or completing a task would be that would be even more powerful, and there would be less entropy. I just saw that as like this black hole type deal, and when you just even in situations where you're worried about whether or not you're leaving something and that person's going to receive it because of the unfortunate crime or whatever.
Mm.
This the other it just you know I just was here I am trying to micromanage this business model that's an extensive world building, like you really get a sense that you got the mayor, she's probably the you know the she's probably the most sort of in your face kind of alien creature, even more than the doctor, you
Yeah.
know, even more than Jack. I mean, Jack tries to keep hidden a bit, not all that much, especially now when he found that dating app. Oh my gosh, who who swipes right on this face? He says. Just that line was so good. Anyway,
You
swipes
say
left or whatever.
talk, talking of Jack. I mean, he's in the first story, and he's not so much in the second and third. Then he shows up in the final story just to put his foot down and shout and bawl at Gwen and the team to back down, and that showing comes across as showing his true colours. Because then is alienating his team
Yeah,
against the mayor.
yeah,
Um, just doesn't, and you could tell Gwen's not happy about it. And great acting.
yeah,
Um, this, I mean, I know what's going on because I've listened to the next box set, but you get the feeling that there's something else going on,
right, right, right,
not explained in this box set.
right. And then there was, and then there was the the fact that Andy has come around to, more and more. He's like, this city that I take care of is really a sort of a hotbed for alien life now. I mean, he will be a changed individual.
Well, yeah, I mean, he was accused of this and that and the other. People were marching down his street and actually firebombed his house.
Yep.
He went through it.
Yeah.
There's no coming back from that.
Yeah. He is going to be a different dude. And by the way you described, like the way you put that, you're affirming that in the next box set things that he's still like character growth.
I,
Love that about these things is that there is character growth. I mean, people don't stay the same. Like you can tell that Gwen is really fucking pissed at herself for letting herself go like that night because she'd made it 10 years. I mean,
Well,
she had
so
sex with that one alien at the beginning of the show, but then after that, she was like, "I'm not going to do that. Have to, I have to love this guy."
yeah,
And you know,
you gotta love Tyler as well. Look at that, eh? Tyler.
no, he's great.
He is. I mean, played by Johnny Green, who he appeared in a Doctor Who episode last year, Robot Revolution.
Yeah,
With the was the bad guy.
yeah, the little terrorist guy.
No, no, no. Robot Revolution. He was the the love interest of Belinda, and then he brought her to the future with all the robots.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Which I to be honest, it was a terrible story, but there you go. Ah, but great actor. There's also a great actor.
Yeah,
Great actor.
yeah. So
Great actor.
yeah,
And
and
so you've also
the guy who played Colchester was
yeah,
also really great. Paul Clayton.
yeah,
I really loved how like that you know charismatic.
grumpy old man.
Yeah,
But it's a great character, Mr. Colchester, and because these characters had to be created because the original Torchwood team had all died in the TV series, so they
yep,
had to create some new characters. And
yeah,
Colchester is a brilliant character.
yep,
Tyler is, and or the um, gender swapping alien.
yep,
But, great stories. I enjoy. I liked re-listening to this one.
yeah. And so, anything else you uh want?
Um, there is, and there was a little bit of a bit. I can't remember which story it was, but there is a little bit of clue that something's not right with Gwen in this. She's not what she seems to be. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember which story it was, but there was a. I can't remember which one it was now, but when she's feeling sorry that she cheated on.
Yeah, that's the scene I was talking about, where she was like, she has gone through so much character growth,
Yeah.
and but you say that there's a clue in that.
That scene where, and she says in her mind, no, not this way. It shouldn't be this way. Blah blah blah. Um,
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's a clue saying you've got to remember that if you listen to the next box set. I
okay, all right. Is it part of the slow invasion?
can't tell you.
All right, well, fine. Be that way. But
Well,
uh, the arrival on the scene at the very end, that was pretty abrupt.
hmm
Yvonne Hartman.
hmm
Yeah, I was like,
What
hey,
you what you doing? You should be dead.
you should be dead. You should be a fucking Cyberman. You should be something. There doesn't seem to be a situation that necessarily explains your presence right here, right now.
Maybe explained in the next box set.
Okay, that's probably what's going on. Anyway, I was amazed. I was like, "Who the hell is that?" I recognize that voice.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that Torchwood One? Anyway,
Yep.
Canary Wharf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it was really good to listen to these. Do you? Do you want to move into final say and score?
Yeah, can do.
Okay.
Um, Enjoyable box set. Four different styles of stories. Um, and as I say, it's good that it sort of delves into the Torchwood team on a separate. You know, each one has a story for themselves. Like Mr. Colchester, story to um, what's his name, Tyler, story three, and you've got Gwen. So the storylines are split, and which is good, but they're all connected. The box set is connected to the
Andy
first
was
box set.
Andy was the fourth one.
The what?
Andy was the fourth
The
story.
book, yeah. Sorry, yeah, I thought you meant the box set. And then say,
That's all right. I just wanted to.
and all this leads into say the third box set of Aliens. So saying that, great storytelling, great acting, great writing. It's a shame now that Big Finish has decided to bring the Torchwood series to an end.
Uh-huh.
The idiots.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't understand
Well,
them.
I don't agree that they're idiots, but I do agree that
I
they
think
are
they're idiots.
they're definitely lose they well. I, please go ahead. I'm sorry for interrupting.
So all in all, I'm going to give this 10 alien rats out of 10. Great box set. Follow up from the first one. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, I think that I will agree. There was nothing missing in this. I enjoyed every second. I listened to it twice. I I had I enjoyed the geeky little trails that led me down back to Paradise Towers, over to the creation of the computer program with white and black squares on off, binary and stuff.
Mhm.
And then the other thing was the high rise, and we just are going through it with like the fourth story here in the U.S. I can't believe that we've come against our own best interest and our own allies. Starner really dropped a big tukey on Trump's head, and that was really necessary. But there's got to be some more stuff there too. But anyway, I run out of energy. I'm just, but I'm just so glad that Big Finish and that Torchwood allows these things to tell political stories with political figures and like real world consequences, things that are actual. I mean, the press a button and everybody comes back is everybody lives. That doesn't that doesn't ride anymore with me because there are so many real world consequences. And Torchwood tends to show those exactly correct. All right, so 10, 10 skyrise apartments, subsidized skyrise with rent control. God damn it! And and out of 10, and yeah, really good, great job, guys. Really amazing, Scott Hancock directing this. You know, good Good stories. And we here at Audioheads are willing to talk about politics and talk about real world consequences and talk about real world situations. And we'd like to, if you'd like to join us and would like to catch some of that magic in conversation, by all means, talk to Lee. Um, we also have a couple rules about those engagements: 18 or over, device, microphone, and camera, and Zoom, and availability, and the willingness to watch and listen to what we were watching and listening to, and also join the social media so that you can keep up with our other folks in the group, but also our other folks who the often exciting announcements of what we're doing next. And so perhaps you've heard about it's called Geeks Assembled. It's a Facebook group on a public side, so you can just like check that out. And also, if you subscribe to our channel, hit the bell notification, because
Indeed.
we have yeah, we put out new stuff every week or so, and so yeah, love to have you, yeah, check out our premieres or whatever. Anyway, that's all from me over here, and thanks for listening to Audioheads and watching our podcast.